So, okay, so this is just an example, right? So this is like a correction letter. So, obviously the parents need to follow these steps, correct? So,
Yeah, if they applied online, they get it. If they applied via paper, they won't have those directions because they can't make corrections online. But yes, if they applied online, they'll have those.
okay, so with helping a parent, I was able to help them until number 2. Select actions to review each error. And I said, unfortunately, I don't know how it looked because in my application, I didn't have any errors to correct.
Okay.
So I said, what do you see? And so he says, I see a plus sign. I see like a negative sign. Like, do you see like a button that says corrections, errors? He's like, no. So is there like a PowerPoint slide on how to?
Not yet, but I will ask because it's so brand new. Like it just was developed and tested like the week before. This is a brand new online correction system. Normally they would just fill out the form and send it in. But now they created this online correction process. From what I've seen, because again, I don't even have access to it, but from what I've seen, there's like it should take them when they go to the my actions, it should take them to what the error is, and it says like there's an error detected, your child is too young for the school that you selected, please select a different school below, and then it will kind of walk them through what the errors are and give them a drop down to be able to correct those errors. Some of the errors, and we can look at this one, will you scroll down so I could see what corrections are needed for this one? Some of the corrections some of the corrections can't be made online. They have to be made via paper or at the school or something like that. But this one looks like...
Okay, maybe that's the case for this,
Yeah.
because all he saw was he has 5 kids. So all he would see after he clicked on actions, all he saw was like a number 1, and so he clicked on it, and then he saw the list of all his kids, and then he says, well, what do I do? I said, click on the name of the student whom you make the correction for.
Yes, exactly.
And so he did, but then afterwards, there was nothing he could do. There was not like an update on error, like there was nothing else. Now,
some of them are like FYI errors, and they're not really correctable online. Some of them, they have to call the school, like let's say the birth date doesn't match or something, so they would have to actually correct that at the school. Mm-hmm. Some of them are just informational, like you applied to the SAS school at your school of attendance. You're already attending that program. So it shows that they have an error, and so they receive an error message, but that's not really a correctable error online. So that could have been the case with this one. Any of those, like if they get really tricky, you can always send them to Kevin to try to find you some screenshots of what some of those error screens look like, and I'll send those to you.
Okay, and that kind of leads to my second question. How do you delete an application?
I don't know that they can do that. I think that would be something that we have to do on our end. I don't think they are able to delete an application at this point. Okay. They want to just completely delete the application.
Yes. So that's
I'm not sure that they have that option. So when they apply on time, they have all, they can pick all their choices. The confirmation correction period is only really meant to resolve weird errors with like birthday or that kind of thing. It's not meant to delete applications. I don't think they have that option during this window unless they contact us directly. Kevin goes in and he actually deletes the application.
Okay, so now I know, because there's a parent, he just wanted to delete the application. He was no longer interested in applying to that school. He was going to move local district, school district. So he just, I want to just delete it. I don't want to have it, I don't want them to, me occupying someone's space.
Sure.
It can be given to another child.
Yeah, that's a valid point. So let me, okay, I'm going to write that one down. But yes, as far as I know, they wouldn't be able to just delete it at this point. It's already in the system.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay. So that's basically it for the questions I have. I do have a suggestion or a feedback.
I would love that. Yeah.
when answering the phones during the on-time application period, I mean, I would say that almost or most of the Spanish calls came to me, and there seems to be like an access and equity problem with these, you know, Spanish speaking parents who don't have access to the internet, they don't have access
Okay.
to a laptop. And so in fact, one of the parents whom I've known for a while and have helped, she says, you know, I don't have access to the internet, I don't know how to do this. So I gave her my Spanish e-choices uh, booklet, the
Okay.
catalog. So I gave it to her. So I
Thank you
said,
for doing that.
I said, I have the English, I'll survive, you know. So I gave it to her, and that's the only way she was able to complete her application. And then we had parents whom, I mean, they don't know how to use the application, they don't know how to submit it, they don't know how to begin. So I was thinking like maybe like having a 1 to 2 uh, video that shows them how to navigate through the application platform would be beneficial. Like, you know, this is how you log in, this is where you click if you're wanting to apply to SAS, e-choices, make sure you complete the child's section, parent section, and then submit, just like a simple, like a 1 to 2 video. Because what happened was that I was having, or I was, you know, trying to help these parents, and they're trying to use their phones.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let me help you. So I got on my phone, I went step by step.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it looks different on a phone than a computer
Yes.
too.
Yeah. So I literally, Erin spent like 40 minutes with a parent on my
Thank you,
phone.
Kathy. That's amazing.
It's just like, because it's so heartbroken. It's just so hard for them. He said,
Yeah.
you know, get off at 5. I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know how to use the internet. I don't know how. I said, okay, calm down. Let me help you. I'll guide you using my cell phone. And then you do your, you know, you start completing the application. And so, I mean, that's something that I strongly suggest we do. Like, maybe there's got to be a way we help these parents.
There
you know?
may be a video like that already, because it's a great idea. I know that Unified Enrollment added about a dozen informational videos this year, like tutorials, but I'm not sure if there's one that's exactly like what you're describing. So let me go in and check, because I know they have them in English and Spanish, and you know, we have them about the different programs, but I think they have a general one too about the online application. So let me check on that. But also, which was frustrating this year, you know, they still did the paper choices brochure and application, but they limited where you could receive it because of COVID. So normally you could get it at the library or any school. Now it was only at local district offices, community of schools offices, and the parent and community services branch. And I know they ordered a lot less. So if you ever get in a situation like that, I love that you gave them your brochure. That was so generous of you. If you need more of those, we can help facilitate how to get them the paper one, because you know, if we can teach them how to use the online process, that's great. But if we can't, I want to get that physical application into their hands to make sure that they have it. But we can help you with that too. But the video is an awesome idea. Let me check the videos that are available now and see if there's one similar, and if not, they can make one that is.
Or even just like for SAS, one that we can have on our website. SAS, like, what's the process to apply to an SAS?
They have those. So here, let me share my screen for a second. I'm going to show the. Okay, this is going to be tacky. You're going to see my desktop. Sorry, I'm going to show you. Oh, maybe let me get it up first. I'm going to show you the website where this is located. Hold on, just one second.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, hold on 1 second. Can you see my desktop?
Yes.
Can you see the go-to website?
Yes.
Okay, so when you send parents here, do you see at the top where it's need help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you click need help, and then all of the contact information is here, and this is where they added new videos this year. So the English ones were done by Danielle before she left, and then the Spanish ones were done by Henry. But they have video tutorials for each of the programs, as well as how to navigate the system. But again, I don't know that they have one exactly like what you're describing, Kathy, which I think is a great idea. So how to use the parent portal, how to use the school search tool, how to do the application. So these might be this. Oh, that's late application, timeline, wait list. Anyway, I think the one that you're describing, they must have it. I just don't know where. So anyway, with the SAS, they do have. Do you see SAS video tutorial? So they have that one, and then they have the different scenarios video. So we have two different videos. They're like little cartoon animated videos, and this one. The first one is like general about how to apply for SAS. The second one is like, now what if my child is in charter? What if my child's at a private school? Or what if my child is a district student? Like giving the different scenarios. So they're pretty short. So I would recommend looking at that when you have a chance, when it's like a quiet time, and clicking on just go to website, need help, and then scroll down to SAS and take a look at these videos. Because this is a page that you could just send a parent a link right to this page, and it may be helpful for them. It'll save you a little bit of time. But I know a lot of people, this is a lot of videos. Sometimes they just want to hear it from you. So anyway, those are available and they are new. Hi, Kevin.
How's it going?
Good. So
Any questions for me?
Okay, two things for you. Number one, a parent cannot delete their own application at this point, right?
Correct. But we can make it inactive.
You can make it inactive if they contact you directly. That's what I thought.
So if you guys get one like that, just get the confirmation number and then email me and I can inactivate it.
Yeah, but you would follow up with that parent, Kevin, just to confirm that they truly wanted it deactivated, right? Okay.
But if I have confirmation number, I have all the information I need.
Okay. And then the other one, Kevin, is when they're going through the errors, the online correction process, do we have it? Did anyone like Michael Kessler make any sort of tutorial or PDF user guide for how to navigate through the online correction process?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's something that maybe is a need, because Kathy's trying to support, or they're all trying to support, people go through the online process, but we can't see the screens that they see.
Right. You can see the error tab, so it'll tell you what the error is.
Yeah, but not what they're actually seeing, and where it says like blah 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 and correct this below, because I was explaining to them that not all the errors are correctable through the online process. Some of them require them to contact the school or contact us. Some are just FYI types of errors. So anyway, so those were the main ones. Does anyone have anything technical for Kevin while he's here before we move on? I know Kathy's got some great ideas. Anything else technical?
Oh, my earphones.
Oh, yes, thank you. So Kathy's having some volume issues when she's on the phone line, because she has to turn it all the way up to 100 just so she can hear the parent and they can hear her, and that's so can we order her a headset or like headphones? What would be the best way for that? Because it's very frustrating when she's trying to support and she can't hear them and they can't hear her.
Yeah, it may be your computer, but what are you using now?
The HP.
No, you're not using any kind of headphones?
No.
Do you have any of your own?
The one that Lucy gave me, but I don't like those. I don't.
Okay, because you can use Bluetooth, or you can use. Wireless ones seem to work real well.
But if she doesn't have those,
we can order some.
Yeah. So Kevin or Kathy, let's figure out what might be a good option. Find a link, and then I'm happy to approach Arzi on your behalf and say.
Which ones did she send you? What do they look like?
Let me get them. Give me a second, okay?
Okay. If they're the wireless Bluetooth ones that we got sent out, I didn't like those either.
Yeah.
I got one that I did like better for myself.
But you're just using regular headphones now.
Now
right?
I'm just using basic headphones plugged in.
Okay. Yeah, that's old school, Kevin.
Yeah, but it's
work
easier
for you.
because I have to I call on my phone too.
Yeah.
So I can pull it off to the side and listen and not miss. So I can do both.
Got it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones I got too. No, I didn't.
Those
like
are humongous.
I didn't like those either.
They're too heavy after a while.
Yeah, I feel like she needs. I mean, obviously,
AirPods. Yeah.
Well, can we probably? I don't know if we can afford those, but there's got to be a non-Mac version of an AirPod or non.
Oh yeah, there's lots of them like that.
Yeah, so let's ask about that because in order for Kathy or anybody to efficiently do their jobs, like I want them to be able to hear. Okay, so let's follow up on that. So, Kevin and Kathy, if you guys could look for links, because I don't even know what would be a good option. Kathy, you could look for what might work for you. Kevin, if you know of any that are good options. Okay. And likely we will probably just follow up after the break.
You probably want a ear pod that has Bluetooth capability and a mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what's comfortable for you.
Yeah, I think so because these are too heavy.
That's too much. And you almost want something wireless and like the ones I have are really. I mean, they're my personal ones, but they're they're small in the ear and it's just it makes things easier.
All ITV has these big headphones with big mics out front, like they call them gaming for game channels mics. That's what those people use. They like those, but those look like serious.
No, and if you're on the phone line all day, you don't want to be wearing these gigantic, heavy headphones. Anyway, we'll figure that one out for you.
These are pretty light. Lucy bought these years ago that I just had.
But I don't even at this point. I'm glad those work for you, but I'd like Kathy to have something a little more state of the art. If we can afford it, let's see how much they cost, and if Farzi will go for that.
Well, I think they range anywhere from $40 to $400, depending on quality and what they do. I mean, the top of the line are noise canceling AirPods for Max, and they're like $260. And then you got some that.
First, I'll just buy my own.
No, if worse comes to worse, I'll buy them for you. But I bet you're not buying them yourself.
Yeah, I have an Amazon gift card.
But we'll look into it. If I'm sure she'll be fine with it. If not, I'll buy them for you because you need that to do your job.
There's lots of options out there.
Yeah.
Those big Bluetooth, those headphones you got, I have them too. I didn't like it either.
I didn't like them, but I didn't want to say anything, but it was just like, no, they're not for me.
No, they're so huge. Okay, but Kathy, make sure you follow up with us so we don't drop the ball on this. So just, continue to stay in touch so we can get this handled.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? Any other technical things for Kevin? I have found most of the confirmation correction emails that I'm getting are because they applied to the school that they're already attending. It's like so many of those, and I thought they wouldn't be able to even apply if they were already attending there, but I guess they were. So it's trying to explain to them that they don't need to apply to a school they're already attending, and the principal, if the child meets the eligibility criteria, the principal can just flag them as an SAS participant and move them into those classes for next year. But anyway, that's been kind of confusing.
Yeah, I've got those, and I just email the parent back, and I CC the principal and make sure that the principal can just flag them. So the principal's aware that the parent wants to be an SAS, even though they're at their school.
Yeah. My only concern is sometimes that child is not actually eligible, and then anyway.
Yeah, and I just say if eligible.
Yeah.
If eligible, you can flag them SAS.
Okay. Any other questions? I know, Kathy, you were sharing your great ideas. Do you have any other things on your list that you were sharing?
That's it.
I will look through and look through those videos because I know the SAS ones because we made them. But if there are any that are more general that I find that are really good, I will send those your way too. They just made so many at one time, and it was right before summer break that I didn't even watch all of them. So there's probably a good one. And all of them are in English and Spanish. They made both.
I think that's gonna help these parents a lot.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, had I known about that, and I mean, at the moment, you're not thinking, oh, let me click on need help. You know, you're just wanting to help the parent and
Exactly. Well, I should have been more explicit. I sent it in an email, but all those emails I send you are like super long, and it was buried in there. So I apologize that I didn't call that out better. But moving
No, that's
forward,
fine.
we know they're there, and now we saw that
Yes.
there's one for late application, so that will be helpful for the late application period. There'll be a video there too.
yeah, so that's good. Yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
remember when
I
you
have-
get the calls to get that confirmation code, because in case you lose the call, I can't find the number you had. But if you have the confirmation, you can look it up and find their numbers right on the application.
Yes.
Right. Good tip.
Okay, I have a question on the late applications.
Yes.
I received a call from a parents asking to submit the late applications. Do they have to wait until February 1st to apply, or they can submit the application now?
It's a little confusing right now because you can do a late application for this year starting in January right now. You can go
Like if
online
they
and-
want to start at that school this year after winter break.
Yeah.
I see.
So that's
Maybe
what,
that's why. Yeah, she
Yeah.
told me that she submit that application now, and then she received confirmation number, and it says no, you have to wait until February the 1st. But she said she did it, and then she received an email.
Yeah,
Or
you
probably
can-
she's
you can
applying
do
for
it.
apply for
2000.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, now makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. If it starts with 6-5, that's this year's application.
Good
If
to
it
know.
starts with 6-7, it's next year. I don't know why we skipped a number. I guess we ran out of numbers. So 6-7 is all 21, 22.
That's good to know.
6-5 is 2021.
6-5 is 2021. Okay.
So Kevin, you can apply for the current year now until January 22nd. Is that
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then it closes again, and then February 1st it opens again, but that's for
That's for next year.
enrollment.
I see.
They can only keep one window open at a time.